My little black rose, my little red rose, of a black heart, of a red heart, to a heart of gold, to a heart of gold. My Vanessa Rose, of a Sharon, of a Ozzy Osbourne, of Grandma's meatballs, of a keyboard, truly saved my soul, of a wedding singer, of a Addams Family, of a Julie, of a Julie, Robbie, on a ruby, of a heart, of a keyboard, save my soul, as a reveille, as a sound off, left, right, left, back again, truly marching, running, to save my woman, for a happy home, as I can say, Vanessa Rose, to a blonde woman, to a brunette, to a red ruby woman, to a black-haired woman of an Addams Family cartoon, of a Dark Prince and Ozzy Osbourne, to a Sharon, truly nurse my baby, of a marching man, of the U.S. Army, of a private in the hangar, as I can say, Vanessa Rose, I'm a dying rose, back to a heart of gold, as she's my woman, of a red rose, of a black rose, all the way to my black heart, shattered in pieces, of a puzzle put back together, of a break-in, as I could say, we split over a alley, of a jacket of a Jackson 5, with a glove of a limo driver, drinking in the alley, with the ballies. I got my nose busted for a Julia, of my bead, of a rosary on my neck, in the army, as reveille my woman, blow the horn, I'm coming home, as the man in black, I walk the line, to a Judy and a Cash, a Johnny Cash, Vanessa Rose, of a ring finger, looking at you, looking at me, hope she's on time, away from Jody, well, I'm off the war, I'm marching back, I'm running back, out of this hell, Uncle Fester, taking care of my darkest tortures of our children, our future children, as I'm Billy Madison, my little baby, to a man, I graduated private to general, all the way from a sergeant to a lieutenant, all the way to my angel, Vanessa Rose, chopping me out with that Tony the Tiger, with the animal mother of a lion, of a kingdom. Truly climb the mountain, hamburger hell, with a toothbrush in my hand, and a plastic spoon, and a helmet, all the way to my way out, from an M16, through my heart of a silver bullet, of this werewolf, back from the vampire, of a Brad Pitt, of a Val Kilmer, of a Meg Ryan, to a Tom Cruise, of a goose, of a black goose, of a black swan in the Stratford Pond, all the way to Toronto, of a Opry, Phantom of the Opry, to Stratford, Romeo and Juliet. Look out for the uncle. Truly jealous tragedy of Romeo and Juliet. Bring you back to me, bring you back to life. Of a dying rose, of a black rose, to a heart of gold, to a red rose on my grave. Put her beside my tombstone. That I loved her all the way through hell and back to heaven, in the sky of her soul, to my blue eyes, crying in the rain of a highwayman, of a Willie Nelson, as I quit smoking cigarettes and drinking for a happy home, a house on a rock, a kingdom, of a castle, of a king and queen, of a baby, of a return of the night, of a Liv Taylor, all the way through the watchtower of the rings, Lord of the Rings, of the hobbits to the dwarfs, of the apples and oranges, all the way to the ginger ale, to the R&R of whiskeys. Give me some rum, give me some rye, give me some wine, water and wine. All the way to the feast at the table. Feast of friends, sound off, left, right. All the way to a rosary for my prayers for me. For her to love me, for her, man, just to let me in. Just kidding, Vanessa, you know I love you, baby. And you know I thought you were like that, so. I look crazy, look right crazy, been up all night, thinking about you, tossing and turning, Belle Jody. It's Robbie Hart, Julia Robbie Hart, all the way from Vanessa Rose, all the way to St. Thomas, of Jumbo Joe, of the train tracks where I left my veins. Love in vain, all the way down to New Orleans, from Jackson, Mississippi, at the crossroads of the blues, of the Roadhouse Blues, of a Robbie, of a red Robbie, of a keyboard, of a John Manzarek, of a microphone, of a doors. Bust through the doors, coming in like a wrecking ball, of an Eric Church, all the way from I could buy myself flowers, I can paint my nails black, I can wear eyeliner, of a Hollywood vampire, to a Frankenstein. I don't want pizza, I want a lightning bolt to my head, to just ask it questions. Where's my bride? Frankenstein's bride. Anyways, Vanessa, I thought I wrote that for you. It's been a while since we talked. I don't even know who you're with. Anyways, it truly, like, It doesn't matter. I'm 42. I don't need any problems. But I'm sober, and I've been up all night, I think. Sound off, right? Check out the guy from, his name's Nathan Michael Fleming, and he's a marcher guy, like Army USA. So, all the way to the dark prince of Ozzy Osbourne, the Sharon, the Zach Wild. Anyways, I'm getting wild. I'm a wild thing of a foxy lady coming to get Jimi Hendrix. I'm just gonna quit of a Woodstock 69 you. I'm just kidding, 69 with you. Let's take my wheel and carry on the wood of a Volkswagen van. With all the hippies and the Beatles and the Bugs. All the way to New York Saturday Night Live. It's live. SNL, New York. To a Carrie, to a nurse, my baby. And if I die, we're gonna bring 'em back a Purple Heart star on the walk of the Hollywood Boulevard. As I can say, I like everything. Well, I don't care. I'm truly mature, and I never swear, and I never did anything wrong. Just God, give me my Vanessa again and again. I almost got hit by a car there. Anyways, that guy almost backed up into a car, but it's okay. Everyone made it out safe out of the jungle, the lion's jungle of a Tony the Tiger, chopping it out again. Safely of a Oliver Stone. Of a ring on your stone, of your finger stone, of your wedding band, a marching band. It's truly I'm the wedding singer of what is that one movie? A Happy Place, Happy Gilmore. All the way from a Davy Crockett to a Johnny Appleseed, of something truly. Every place I want to take you to Disney, to land to Disney, rail back again, New Orleans, Bourbon Street, all the way to Ohio. Anyways, I got some stuff to send you. Anyways, Vanessa, peace. Because I'm just going to walk around looking for a bride, who am I gonna get my heart broke back to my death of a war zone. I don't know. Anyways, I'm sick, truly. Over you. Not because of you, but I miss ya as I'm truly marching. Left, right, running back. Asking you to come back to me. At least meet me at a table on a patio at the Windjammer. Down in Port Stanley of a lighthouse of a animal jumping in for his friend, truly fucking drowning, but he did it for his friend, 'cause he had muscles, like tennis balls in his muscles, of his arms of a switch around, what do you call that, of a frown butter. Let's say a transport truck in Vegas of a championship arm wrestling of a hockey player, Tasmanian Devil, AAA. I met him truly when I was a kid. And he was my friend, older friend. Everything, it seems like it's a sin. Just this life of fame and fortune of the U.S. Army. Anyways, that's going on 14 minutes. Well, let's take it up. How many years of we've been apart now, Vanessa? It's been high school, hasn't it? Or where did we meet? Was it around Parkside or St. Joe's to all the girlfriends and friends and parties? All the way to Parkside to vote into, what was that other one? Anyways, I'm in housing coming up when they build that new housing over by the sidewalk where I'm drilling over my broken heart of a medicine of a mess. Anyways, eat my heart of this vampire of a werewolf. Back to you again. 'Cause truly I'm Dracula, taking a spike in my heart. Take my head off with a rifle from a sniper. You got eyesight if you see me through the lens of the mirror, out my right eye of a patch. Kick me like Chuck Norris with a roundhouse in the eyes. Tell me to leave, get right back. I won't hurt you, I will listen. I'll just let you go because I don't want to lose my soul. And I'll just move on like a point to the grandstands of a Babe Ruth, of a New York Yankee. And just, whatever, lose my babies of an Uncle Fester. Guarding my children of a torture, of a chambers. I don't even know if I'm going back to Europe. Back to Rome of the gladiator. Surely we all died, and I'll have my vengeance. Oh, Marcus Aurelius, of a Caesar, truly a son that fucked him up, an evil son and the sister. Anyway, we don't want to talk about it. I done some fucked up shit, but I'm not that bad because nothing's on my fingerprint or on my hair. Of my footprint, of a paw of a werewolf, a teenage werewolf. And that's some Cramps. Truly a good band. Anyways, and there's a new movie called The Vampire Rockstar with Lestat and Rice out of Toronto. Coming out in October on Halloween, where you paint my face up like a dream of a little bit of eyeliner and some black fingernails of a Johnny, of a June walked the line of a Johnny, of a Hollywood night of a Alice Cooper. I could go on all the way of a song down to Detroit. I don't know, leather me up. I don't put me on the wall of Velcro to your roof. Eat a olive out of my navel. Like a Mickey Rock, like a Mickey of a barfly. I don't know, let's go to the beach. I don't know. I got a pool in the back. If Mikey and Margie lets you in, I don't know, they're crazy. They're deaf and dumb line pinball players. Truly fucked me up, my childhood and everything, all the way to a teenage of a wet dream. My doctor and my teacher said, and my shop teacher said, during sex ed of a condom. As truly I should have been a stain on the pillow of a David Allan Coe. And if that's not country, you can kiss my ass. All the way, I don't know, back again of a highwayman. Truly crying blue eyes in the rain of a Willie Nelson, of a Hank at the Opry, of a Junior to the Third, all the way to a John Lennon. Believe in, imagine peace. Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Of a Robbie hot in an alley with his body, the limo driver, get his nose broken by the bullies of your circle, the man that you're supposed to marry, except Robbie, my little Ruby of a bead on my rosary, praying for my soul and your soul to marry. Oh, fuck off. I gotta go.